Humans of the cardboard, welcome back to Just Nuts, guys. Today we are taking a look at another brand new card from Age of Overlord. This, I think, puts us down to like 31 more cards in the next like 12 days. I like that ratio a lot. But yeah, we have a cool card here. It's more fire support. Konami has been pushing fires so damn much this year. Not only in the Legendary Duelist Fire Edition, but also we've seen a lot of support for like Infernoble Knights and Rescue Ace and others as well, and also just some generic cards. We've gotten a Fire Rhoda, we're getting, or a Pyro Rhoda, I should say, and now stuff like this. So let's keep moving on, and maybe we'll just end up in a spot where like just fires are just good again, or just, I don't know, so pushed that they're back. I don't know. We'll see. All right. But this is Fire Recovery. It's a normal spell card. You can only use the second effect of this card's name once per turn. Also, by the way, I love the artwork on this. It's like a melting factory, and they're like dumping Scattershot on a conveyor belt into the melting pot. It's awesome. Very cool artwork. I love that. Okay, second effect is hard once per turn, but not the first. The first effect reads, target a fire monster in your graveyard as cost, then send one card from your hand to the graveyard, and if you do, special summon that monster. Second effect, you could banish this card from your graveyard, then target 3 of your fire monsters that are banished and or in your grave, shuffle them into the deck, then draw 1 card. I think this is a pretty good card. You know, my bigger questions are that it does not seem to be searchable in any sort of way. So this is just kind of a, separate card that you're hoping to hard draw, but it's a card that's not a starter. It's definitely an extender, if anything. It has its drawbacks for sure, but I do think in a vacuum, just is this a decent card? I do think it's a decent card. Yes, you have to go up a card in hand, but if you're playing this in a deck like Volcanics, you have Rimfires. If you draw the big guy, you can dump him. If you draw, particularly more than anything, if you draw Shell just replaces itself, so you don't even have to lose anything really. It's free advantage. So there's multiple good send targets in that deck if that's the main deck you're trying to play this in. I love that there's no restriction on what fire monster you can reborn. There's no level, there's no anything, you know what I mean? So anything goes, which is really cool. And then on top of that, this effect, like, we've been seeing these effects kind of come more and more into the game, and like they're just better and better, because as the game gets faster, it gets so much easier. People used to play Pot of Avarice as like a recovery card later on in the duel that you would just like hopefully draw your one off at the end of a duel, in the second half of a duel, and now you could just set it up turn 1 with like any deck pretty much, for the most part. So it's crazy. But yeah, I like this card. I think it's good. We'll see if it sees play. I think the unsearchability factor of it does definitely lower the overall potential of this card, but hey, it's a reborn that also gets you a draw. So there's definitely some good potential here. But that's it for today. Just one card this morning. We could get something later tonight, but otherwise I would expect to just kind of continue going into next week with some reveals. Pretty hard. Like I said, 31 cards in like 12-ish days. So yeah, 13 days maybe. So it's going quick. But yeah, I'm out of here for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. As always, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more news videos covering new cards as they drop from me. And also let me know your thoughts down below on this card. Are there any other particular decks or interactions that I'm not mentioning here that's maybe slipping my mind because it's early in the morning that are important to note? I'd love to hear that. So please let me know down below if you have any extra thoughts there. But I'm out of here. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.